great lunch. It was time to go down to my room. And it was my first time eating the Seafood Shack. This is my first time on the boat also as a platinum card holder. I finally reached that level of the Carnival loyalty program. So I got my platinum card. What do you get for that? I don't know. Some water and some strawberries, which I never ordered. And you get a pin. Normally I think you're supposed to get was mine a platinum pin? I don't know. I got a pin. I got a luggage tag. I really don't remember the rest of it. But I got this card, and the card is platinum, and then everybody can see. See, that's what it's for. Everybody can see you're a platinum member. So I got my card, and I went down to 1A. 1A is the very first type of room I stayed in, was a 1A room on my very first cruise on the Carnival Sensation. And so this one, I haven't been on a 1A type of room since. I've been in interior rooms, but not a 1A. And this was a really good deal. And so we're gonna come back to that. That this was a really good deal during the review. But first, coming up, this is my 2 minutes in the room, my 2 minutes of vacation in the room, and then we'll do a room review, and we'll talk about this room, this 1A room on the lowest deck of the ship. Coming up next.
Hi, I'm Jason Sterling. Welcome to my cabin. I'm on board the ship. I finally got on board the ship. This is don't laugh. This is my cabin. It's a little small. It is a little small. This is a 1A here on the Carnival Breeze. It's the smallest cabin on the lowest deck of the ship, but it is really great for a solo traveler, which I am on this particular voyage, a solo traveler. And it also works for two people. It's got kind of a bunk here that drops out of the ceiling. And it's got enough storage. I'll turn around here. You can see all the closets there. It's got enough storage really for two people. It really does. Now, the only drawback is there's only one chair. Well, not even a chair. There's only one place to sit in this cabin, and it's this little kind of stool down here. Can you see that? Yeah, that. With my towels on top of it. That's it. And the bed. Now, it works for me because I'll just lay on the bed if I'm watching TV, which I'm never in the cabin. Actually, it works great for me because I'm never really in the cabin much, except to sleep and to change clothes. Which I just did. I just changed clothes. I'm going to dinner in a little bit to 555 Fahrenheit, the steakhouse here on the ship, upstairs, and I'll post some stuff about that. But it is a great cabin. It's a great cabin for a solo traveler. This only cost me $125, 5 nights. It's the cheapest I've ever taken a cruise ever. So it was a great cost. And I think even, that was a deal. It was a deal. But I think even under normal prices, it's pretty inexpensive. So if you're cost conscious, or if you'd rather spend your money on other things, like the spa or the casino or excursions or what have you, it's a great room for that. It's also great, for a solo person, but also for two people. It will work for two people. There is enough storage space. And it's really great for, I'd say like two teenagers. You know, if you're a family and you've got two teenagers or you've got one teenager and they want to bring a friend or something, you can stay across the hall and they can stay in here, in this sort of bunk bed setup, and it works out really, really great. So this is my room. I'm going to post some static shots down below so you can really see it, and then I'm off to dinner. I'm headed upstairs to the steakhouse, and I'll see you guys there.
Okay, so that was it. That was the room. And again, a lot of the positives I kind of highlight in that little 2-minute video. I do think it's great for a solo traveler. I do think it's great even for a couple. And you kind of heard the drawback there of the seating. That is a big drawback in that room. And I would say, really, Carnival, is a chair that expensive? Because I could grab one at Home Goods for you and bring it along. It's like $60, you know? And that's like that's me paying retail. That's retail. I'm sure they can get them cheaper. Carnival probably gets chairs like $5 a piece. So, I think that room could use a chair along with its stool, but it is a great room. It's got a standard size bathroom. It's got plenty of storage. As you can see in pictures here, I'm running these pictures, and it's got 2 beds. So what can I say? It is great from that. Now, here's the problem with this room. This was a big problem, you guys, especially the first night because I wasn't aware of it. Now, keep in mind, this is room 1340 on the Carnival Breeze. It's on deck 1. It was loud. It was so loud. I don't know what the noise was. My thought is, given where it was located, it either has something to do with ship's laundry venting, like maybe the dryers and stuff, or it was the smokestack. And it was really loud at night. It got louder at night, especially in the middle of the night when you might want to sleep. It got really loud. And the first night I had trouble sleeping. That's how loud it was. Now, after that, I did buy earplugs, and that took care of a lot of it. I will say this, the bathroom was soundproof. Bathroom, you couldn't hardly hear it at all. So, sleep kind of curled up in a fetal position because the bathroom's small. On the floor in there, maybe? I don't know, but I got earplugs. It did help. It did bring it down. And I stay up late anyway when I'm on a cruise. I don't normally. But when I'm on a cruise, I do stay up pretty late. So, I got to my room usually and just crashed and passed out anyway. So what can I say? But it is loud. Be mindful of that. And I imagine all the rooms around it are loud too. And probably each of the decks above it loud as well, especially if it's going to be the smokestack, because that's going to go all the way up through the ship. Oh my God, it was really loud. Let me reemphasize that again. It was loud. Did you miss that? It was loud. Now, that was about the only drawback, really. It was. It was a good room and a good price, I would say, or the two drawbacks, because no chairs. And the chairs, it's not just TV. If you're going to eat room service, remember, you're going to be standing in standing room only. So keep that in mind, too. Now, would I stay in this room again? Yeah, I would, if it was the right price. Like I said, this room, it was $125. That was it total. Okay, not taxes. Put taxes on there. Taxes and tips, but $125 and that was it. I didn't have to pay for two people. Okay, that's the other thing. I've never sailed on Carnival where I didn't either pay a single supplement. Back in those days, it used to be you could book a room, you paid just your fare, the single fare, and then you paid a supplement. Back in the day, it used to be about $150, I think, something like that. I can't remember. I only did it once. Every other time I've been on Carnival, I've paid double when I've traveled alone. I paid for both people, even if there was no one else in the room. So, okay, in this case, I paid for one person, myself only, $125 for 5 days. That's $25 a day. Was the room worth it for that? Yeah, it was. You get what you pay for. You do. And but it was a good room, and it had a great room steward, had a great, room attendant. He was a great guy, fantastic, and Swar. I'm pronouncing that wrong. That's who it was. He was excellent. Excuse me. So yeah, I would stay there again under the right price, right circumstances, because it was a good price. And I think knowing in advance what you're getting into with the noise, which is a bigger issue really than the seating, because you're probably not going to be in your room watching TV or eating room service all that much anyway. You can always sit on the floor. What can I say? The noise, knowing that in advance, I'd just bring earplugs in advance and maybe some Benadryl. Knock yourself out. Stick the earplugs in, knock yourself out, go to sleep. You'll be fine. The bed was comfortable. Bed was fine. And I would stay there. And if you're a cost-conscious cruiser, like I said, and this is your chance to go in this room at a great price, then yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it if it was me. I'd do it if it was you. And the rest of the ship is at your disposal. You don't have to stay in that room. You're not trapped in there unless you end up in quarantine. But I think they actually put you in another room for quarantine if that happens, like a cove balcony room. That way you have some access to the outside. That's what I think. That's what I've heard from people online. They could change that. That's just what I've heard. But you're not trapped in that room. You can go out the rest of the ship. Those ships at your disposal. And so, yeah, I would do it. And I do think it's a good room. I think that it's good enough for the right price. For the right price. In the meantime, for this time, thanks for watching.